Hello friends, I welcome you all to GAPL Software Talk. I am Jignesh Shah and I am working with GAPL as a senior software engineer. Now today's video we will discuss about dates, views and data types. So stay connected with us till end to know full details. Before we start our topic, I would like to give some information about GAPL. GIPL is a government organization. GIPL provides IT and IT enabled services to different government organizations. We provide informative video about government software and latest technology tutorials. To get latest video, please press on bell icon and subscribe to our channel. So let's continue with database basics today. We will start with important topics, SQL dates. The most difficult part when working with date is to be sure that the format of the date you are trying to insert matches the format of the date column in database. As long your data contain only the portion, your queries will work as expected. However, if time portion is involved, it gets more complicated. Let's quick go through the SQL data type. SQL Server comes with the following data types for storing a date or a date time value in database. Here is the data type for storing a date. One is date. Date format comes with YYYY format. Second one is date time. Format is YYYY HHMISS. Third one is small date time. Format is HHMISS. Fourth one is timestamp format. It is a unique identifier. Now we'll see about date comparison. You can compare two dates easily if there is a no component involved. Assume we have the following orders table. Now we want to select the record with an order date of 2017-12-13. For that we use the following SQL statement. Now let's see how the orders table looks like that. Now let's see about the date criteria. Now let's see the other example. Now assume that the new order tables looks like this. Notice that the time component in the order date column. If you use the select statement as above, we will get no result. This is because the query is looking only for the date with no time portion. Here we learn about the different query for date and time in SQL Server. If you want to getting the current date with time, we use this function. For that function, we get the current date and time. If you want to get the current timestamp, we use this function. For with the help of this function, you get the current timestamp. If you want to find a row between two dates or timestamp, here is the SQL for that. Now we'll execute this SQL statement. Here we show the data between two dates, from date and to date. Now we will move on to the other date and related functions. If we want to get the system date time, here is the function for that. Now we will execute it. Here we get the current system date time. If we want to getting a day from date, we use this function. Here we get the day part from the date. Now if we want to get the month from the date, we use the below function. Here we get the month from the date part. If we want to get the week from the timestamp, we use the below function. By the help of this function, we get the current week from date. For next, we will see the SQL create view statement. In SQL, a view is a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL statement. A view contains rows and columns just like a real table. The fields in a view are fields from one or more real tables in database. You can add SQL functions where and join statement to view and present the data as if the data were coming from one single table. Its syntax would be something like this: create view, view name as select statement from table where condition. Note: a view is always show up to date data. The database engine recreates the data using views SQL statement every time a user queries the view. Now let's see some example. The following SQL create a view that shows all customers from USA. Here is the view: create view, view name USA customers as select customer name, contact name from customer where USA. Now we can execute the SQL view. Now we can query the view as above. Now we will execute this view. Now here is the result of view: customer name and its contact number. Now we'll move on the other examples. The following SQL creates a views that selects every product in the products table which a price higher than average price. Now here is the view: create view, products average price, select product from price, product name, price from products where price is greater than average price from products. Now we will create this view first. Now we can query the view above as follow. Now we will execute this view. Here is the result. It can select price from table higher than the average price. Now we will move on our next topic, SQL data types. At last, we shall see bit of theory regarding SQL data types. The data type of column defines what value column can hold: integer, character, money, date, and date and time, so on. Each column in database table is required to have a name and data type. An SQL developer must decide what type of data that will be stored inside each column when creating a table. The data type is a guideline for SQL understand what type of data is expected inside each column, and it is also identify how SQL will interact with the stored data. Now let's see about the different data types of SQL. First we look at the string data types. Here we mention the string data types, its description, max size and storage. First one is the character. It is a fixed with the character string. Its max size is 8000 characters and storage is a defined with. Now the other one is varchar and varchar max, text, nchar, nvarchar and nvarchar max, and text, binary data type, var binary data type, var binary max, image. Now let's move on the numeric data types. First one is the bit, integer that can be 0 or null value. Next one is tiny tit, small integer, integer and big integer. Decimal, numeric, small money, money, float and real. Now let's see about the date and time data types. First one is a date and time, is hold the date from January 1, 1753 to December. Second one is date time 2. Third data type is small date time. Fourth data type is date. Fifth data type is time. Sixth data type is date time offset, and seventh data type is timestamp. Let's move on other data types. SQL having different other data types. First one is SQL variant. Its description is 0 to 8000 byte. Storage capacity depends on content. Second one is unique identifier. Third one is XML data type. Fourth one is cursor data type. And fifth one is table data type. For any IT and IT enabled services, you can contact GIPL with showing detail on screen. If you like our videos, please like the video and share with your friends and family members. We will meet you in our next video. Till then, stay safe, stay home and take care of yourself.